Hello, everyone. I'm going to make a quick response to this video I seen on YouTube, and it's from the Tim Black, the Black Show. Okay, it says the Black Show. Let's listen to this. Uh, boy, this is a guy, I guess Tim Black, talking about Representative Brian Donald's reparations response ignites anger and rejection. Okay, everything people say is going to somebody's going to hate it and somebody's going to love it. But he wants to talk about the anger, the hate part. But listen to this.
Random white woman. My beef is not with Rob or Buck or you, Susie, or you, whoever white guy that's cool with me. Or white woman that's cool with the show. Whatever. You're not. Don't do what Byron's doing. And to tell the end of his life, he said, we wanted to fight to get our king. You understand? So now, what is your position on reparations? Thank you. I'll be the radio Jim Crow now. We don't want to hear it. I'll be the revolution. I'll be the you don't want to hear Jim Crow stuff.
Okay, now he's getting ready to give his response on reparations. Now, that's something that's been going on for ages. Okay, and it's a reason why it's not coming about because it's just another talking point. And it's just something to get a response to muster up strong feelings. Now listen to his reasons why he don't believe in reparations.
I don't believe in reparations. I don't. Well, then you don't believe in the black community. That's not. I would tell your brother that the hat with the glasses on. That's not true. What I will tell you is that there's a question if you want to get into the full economics of reparations right now. Question number one: of all black people in the country, how many of them are actually descendants of slaves? Because you've got a lot of immigrants.
Okay. Now he wants to point out that not everybody not all black people in the United States came from slaves, which is true. Then he gonna bring up some immigrated here. So why should they be able to get reparations? Now, key word: if they immigrated here, okay, but we see he's already looking over what reparations will be well how it would be distributed. And I've already made a video about reparations because right now black folks is not ready for reparations. Most black people are not ready for reparations. It's going to be very intense and people that's going to be uh, wise enough to make sure that that is something that is going to benefit the children. Because right now, these people 30 and up, they ain't ready. They need financial counseling. They need mental counseling. They need it all. Because we already know what you're gonna do with money. We seen that with the COVID and the other stimulus checks you get. You're not doing what you're supposed to do with the money. Okay. It is to help our kids, right? Because that's what happens when you have been stolen and lost your identity. Because your identity is what really helps you thrive in the world.
Of immigration over the last 100 years in America. American slavery. It was slavery in the Caribbean. The one brother came up, he said that he's first generation. The brother in the Congo was his. Yeah.
Listen to this joker.
Byron Donald sound like he is drowning. You got to do a lot of talk, a lot of fast talking. He said he doesn't believe in reparations, and he has 4 reasons. The first reason is how many black Americans in America actually are qualified as being descendants of slaves because we had a lot of immigration.
Okay, I'm not going to spend too much on this reparations, but I'm going to tell you, like I made a comment. I didn't get no reply or anything like that. But it ain't about just coming from slavery. It's about what they have done to black people. Period. They stole these people and just dropped them off all everywhere, all kind of places. And when you come over here, and other places, they feel the backlash of being black. When they was hanging people down south, hanging people anywhere, they didn't ask them, did your parents come from slavery? When they put that C on your application, they didn't ask you, was your parents slaves? When they had that Jim Crow and you could only sit in certain areas, it wasn't because you came from slaves. The free slaves and the enslaved got treated the same way. Now they might have been able to walk around without their papers. Well, no, they had to have their papers. They had to prove that they was free. Okay, a black person had to prove they were free. And just because they came up with this concept that all the free slaves were getting 4 acres and a mule, that would have benefited all blacks, whether they was free or not. The same way those slaves that were uh, working extra hours to be able to pay for their freedom. And for one thing, it's a matter of how they treated blacks, period. Now, when they went over there in Africa and stole those people and all those people died, you don't think that affected all black people in the world? Even if they did come here 100 years later? And then, anyway, it's going to be in place qualifications. But like I said, all black people need to be compensated because all black people was treated like slaves, like their parents was ex-slaves. Now listen to this concept that he's going to get. We don't much care about that. Put it this way. If something happened right now in that room. Listen to this. And say the ceiling fell in and people got hurt. Right there where they're sitting at. And they're like, okay, so it's going to take time to go through the litigation. What have you? I don't know what the name of the bar is. It said Bob's Bar, okay? And that ceiling falls in and some people get hurt. Those people will be eligible for a claim. Guess what? The people that came after the ceiling fell in,
The next week after the ceiling's repaired, who weren't there for the ceiling falling in, those people would not be qualified for any type of payment. Only the
Now,
people.
see, his stupid ass gonna talk about after the ceiling been repaired. This stuff that we going through have not been repaired yet. All that crap, that civil rights and voters' rights and all that stuff, that ain't no but smokescreen. Because every year you have to fight. It expires like every 4 years. It is not repaired. They just waiting for the right people to be up there and say, nope, nope, go back. They're trying to do that now. Go back to being segregated. Go back to your, you know, being discriminated. Uh, Come on. Nothing's been repaired. And it never will until we have been adjudicated and showed some kind of respect. And we can heal. Because what God did to our forefathers and foremothers and aunts and uncles, we still remember that. We still hurting from that. So ain't shit been repaired. Idiot.
The people that was there when that damn ceiling fell in. So how is this so hard to understand? If you came to America, if your parents came to America, 65, late 60s, after the Civil War of Americans. But anyway, my point is this. His argument is garbage. That's why he's saying it very quickly. It's not working. And I think Byron Donalds just did himself a whole lot of harm by running his mouth and thinking people can't think. He's overestimating what a fast tongue will do for you. Not a lot of people tuned into Ben Shapiro. Hey, Ben Shapiro is not winning a bunch of popularity contests. Because you got to do more than just sound smart. You got to say something that matters. So that's what the Candace Owens people don't get. That's what the Ben Shapiro's don't get. And that's what Byron Donalds seems like he don't understand. It's not just what you, yeah, you can talk, but what are you saying though? See, that's why it matters. That's why I won't listen to somebody who uses broken English, who curses, who drops an N-bomb here and there, whatever, or lie. Because what they're saying sounds true. It's real. So it's not about how fast you talk. It's not about how articulate you are. It's about, yeah, you talk, but what the red being sky high, ended up doing whatever they got to do to make ends meet, and ended up in the prison system. Sounds to me like that's okay, y'all. So anyway, let's go. Let's see how I finish this up, y'all. You're almost done. Okay, brother, I want to be respectful of you because I understand the reparations argument, but we are now more than 150 years from the Emancipation Proclamation. We are easily 80 years from the end of the Jim Crow era. Now, I just addressed it. I said no, and now I'm giving my answer. And here's the thing. So here's what I'm gonna say is because, and brother, and I want to thank you for your service. Because what's coming up in the room is it's taking you too long to answer. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want Vice President Harris to talk about Venn diagrams and then tell you yeah, okay, yes? Is that what we're gonna do? Do you want Joe Biden to not even be able to answer your question because he won't get into the detail? Dude, what you're saying doesn't make much sense. You just came with a bunch of flowery words to say. One, you don't think that you say it'd be too hard to find out who's owed money. That's crazy. It's not too hard to find out. You just answered it. You got grandparents, great grandparents that lived here. You're probably qualified. You said something about if you. What did he say? Something about Asian. Oh, you just said something about people shouldn't have to pay for it because they don't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, I say the same thing all the time when I think about all the bombs you drop on all these countries. Guess what? Don't nobody care. Nobody care what you think the government should pay for. Because you aren't paying for it, the government is.
Wow. Yeah, that, see, he is doing everything possible for his boss, Donald Trump. And that just shows you he is working for Donald Trump. He's not working with Donald Trump. It's a difference. You are a elected government official just like he is. And you supposed to be working with him, not for him. And you sitting up there trying to convince these black people. I don't even know why they even brought up reparations with this man. He's working for a racist. Why are you asking him about reparations? Ask him something that you're going to get some kind of answer. There's no way in the world, and that's why I don't understand these people. We need to be talking among ourselves about this reparation. Now, if we had been doing the work, put getting in place, yeah, this many people right here, their parents came from slavery, and this is what happened to them. And just like all the people that were killed, hung, tortured, they can't get reparations. A lot of them are missing and don't even know what happened to them. So the the main fact is we are doing it to ourselves. We are showing the whole world that we really don't deserve nothing because we're not really trying to get it. And we're not really trying to prove that we owe it and that we need it and that we are going to get it in one form or fashion. We're going to get it. And we're going to demand it. And you know how you demand it? You got to take a bite out of their apple. We're going to have to stop sucking up to these people, working for these people, buying their Gucci, Prada, Michael Kors. What's the point of giving it to you when you just going to give it right back to us? That's what they say around the dinner table. What is the point of giving these people reparations, money, and all this stuff, and they just going to give it right back to us? Because they're not building nothing. They're not making nothing. They're not manufacturing nothing. And they treat each other like shit. They don't support one another. I mean, really. And that's really what these black Republicans telling these niggas. Y'all don't deserve shit. Because you go out there and you let your kids run rapid. You go out there making garbage music, shooting each other. Your neighborhoods look like war zones. What the hell? So let's finish this up.
They gotta come up with it. They can fix it. They can do something about it. Hell, give me some land. I'm good on the land part. Give me some land. We come up with something. We can do it. We can come up with a payment plan. Black people not harsh like that. We'll come up with something. Work it out.
No, they're not.
Like to do with the lottery here. We hit the lottery. They're like, hey, you want the whole lump sum or you want monthly payments? Or how you want to do it? I'll take the monthly payment plus some land.
Okay.
Like that. No
Okay.
taxes.
Okay. Okay. Um. For instance, over $4 billion have been given to recipients of police brutality. Where's the money at? What they doing with the money? Ain't heard nothing about no building. They didn't hit the lottery. Millions of dollars. Where the money at? Don't forget during COVID, people was getting $600 a week. Where the money at? People went in their own hole. Nobody got together to build anything or put some money up for their children. Now he's one out of 1,000 might do right by their money. But you know what the other 1,000 gonna be doing? Collaborating to take it. And we see now. A man killed two young people in their 20s trying to rob him at the ATM. Come on. Come on. And the sad part about it is the ones that got all these uh, subscribers, like he got 166,000 subscribers. This is what he's talking about. I got 230 something. Some of my videos might just get one view, which it don't bother me at all. Because I talk about the things that I want to hear. I want to talk about. And it's not elaborate. I don't have this fancy stuff. No, I can't afford it. I can't afford all these different apps that you can have, all these different I'm not trying to do that. I just want people to listen to me that want to hear what I got to say. And that's it. Because most people that listen to me got a Wi-Fi, got a phone or tablet or desktop, and they can look the same stuff up that I can. Maybe one day I might get some of this fancy stuff that I can put up pictures of people talking, but all you need to do is hear it. You know, because they all talking heads. It's all mostly conspiracies and propaganda. You know, and it's all that stuff they saying about, just like they had this show, um, they had this show on YouTube, and these women was talking about um, okay, I can't say it. But this one black woman said something about, there was Maxine Waters was up talking, you know, and she was defending Trump. And then this black woman gonna get up and say something like, "Well, I wouldn't mind, you know, Maxine being the president, but I don't know about Biden. I don't know if I want him running the country for 4 more years." I'm like, "Oh, so you rather have Trump run the country for 4 more years? Because it's Trump and Biden. So if you don't want Biden, you must want Trump." A black woman. I'm like, really? Seriously? Who are these people? Let me see if I can find it. I don't know why. And I listened to his speech he made in Detroit. I could listen to him for 15 minutes. But Trump, 3 seconds, and I'm starting to feel ill. I'm really starting to feel sick, and I have to turn him off because everything that come out his mouth is garbage. It's mean. It's ugly. And I listen to people that gives me inspiration and inspire me, not talking craziness.
Hello, and welcome to Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money. I'm Athena, your host for today. And in this episode, we're discussing a very interesting for when it came to Black people, in the beginning years of those careers. And then I want to believe, I don't know what the quote was, but there was something with a video of him saying that he didn't want his kids to go to school with like monkeys or gorillas or.
Okay. They always bring that up. Now, mind you, everybody that says something like that, every white person on this planet, and some blacks, have said the same thing. Okay? Now, if we all was judged on everything we said back in the day, what does that make us? Just like those doggone white electors that they found out that they was going to school in blackface and all this stuff. Okay, it was a big deal. You don't hear nothing else about it. At least he wasn't walking around in blackface, as far as we know. You know. But what about the stuff Trump have did in the last 10 years? This year. She ain't talking about that.
Whatever, but I think it was like pertaining to Black people. So I think that when we think about politicians, and people almost being 100 years old. There was still a lot of racism. There's still a lot of racism, but we faced a lot of discrimination, and they were in those political seats during that time. So I feel like to get people out and get a fresh perspective, a fresh perspective on everything. But to answer your question, no, I don't think he would win. I mean, I don't think he would pass many of those tests. And to kind of piggyback off real quick, off of what Linda just said and what Auntie Veronica.
This is the lady that said something about she don't want Biden to uh, run the country for the next 4 years. Okay, now they got her on the show. That's what they do. They got to have somebody on one side so they can sound like they are neutral, and you could tell that she don't know too much because you could put a 35-year-old man in there and still have the same concept that people had 100 years ago. Them was young folks doing that. The Jews will not replace us in Charlotte. Them weren't old white men. Them was young white men. So she needs to get a grip on herself.
Just say because I know Veronica very well. That's where that comes in. When somebody, that's part of the job. Traveling to different countries and being on the go is a part.
And that's what he was doing. Okay, enough of her.
I think there needs to be an.
Oh shit, she talking too long. Oh shit, she talking. Oh hell. Yeah, I think she's probably one of those that um ill-informed. I don't know her name, but she is light skinned, so she probably have some white in her, and she's probably went to a white school, educated, and she has a very very bad attitude towards black people. So I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you for listening, and everybody have a wonderful day.